Alright guys, I'm making this video per request. My friend Alex in New Hampshire asked me if I could make a video on how to sharpen a knife. Alex, this one's for you. I have my USMC K-bar, and alright, I got a Lansky stone. This is a soft stone, and some roll, whatever. This is gun oil, works really well. Put some oil on your stone, and this is basically how I sharpen a knife, and I can always get a razor edge and I can shave my face with these things. So, make sure your oil's spread nicely. And what you're going to do is, I like to keep my stone elevated on one end, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to place the blade, keep it at an angle, and you're going to act like you're going to take a chunk out of your stone. Just like that. And you're going to pull back, and forward. And you're just going to repeat this process. Always remember, don't do it one side, and then flip it over. You won't get an even edge, and you'll just mess up your edge geometry. Do one side, then the other. Always. And Alex, if you get a knife, if you're just get started doing this, I wouldn't start with your best knife, because if you mess up, you don't have to be a decent sharpener to fix whatever you messed up. So practice with a cheaper knife, work your way up to working on your nicer knives. This also works very well for my dad. And that's really it. This knife already had a really decent edge on it. I've been working on it. But, yeah, that's really it. You can see it's got a really, really nice edge on it now. So, that's basically it. See here? See, it took the hair right off my arm. So, that's it, Alex. Hope that helped. Alright, Alex, couple more things, because I didn't think of them when I was doing the part where I was actually sharpening the knife. If you get a diamond honed stone, like my Lansky diamond hones, you got to be careful with those, because if you put too much pressure, not so much on the fine stone, you'd be okay. But you know, people go out there like, oh, I want to get a sharpening stone. What kind should I get? Oh, diamond hone. Nothing harder than diamond. That should be able to put a damn good edge on it. And it will. But you got to be careful. Because with a coarse diamond honed stone, if you put way too much pressure on it and you're really dragging that blade on that stone, it will actually pull the carbide right, and which is what makes the steel hard and edge retentive. If you're not careful, it will pull the carbide right out of the steel major, and you'll have a shit-tastic edge on your knife, because it won't hold an edge for shit then. The only way to really fix that is to grind it past that edge and completely redo the edge on both sides of the blade. So, you know, you got to be careful with that. Other than that, the way I showed you is the way my grandfather taught me. He showed me how to do it, and was like, all right, there you go. You practice it. If you get it, you get it. If you mess up your knife, you mess up your knife. And believe me, when I first started, I messed up quite a few knives. Then you will get it, but if you're not careful when you lay the blade down, you'll drag the entire blade across the stone. You'll mar up your blade and have a lot of scratches on it and everything like that from the stone. It takes a pretty good amount of practice if you want to, keep it exactly to the factory edge mark, as far as the factory edge goes up, what was ground on there. If you want to keep it like that, it's going to take a little bit of practice, just, working on that angle and everything like that to get it, just right. It's going to take a little bit of practice, but from what I showed you, that's just how I've always sharpened my knives. It always turns out great. I hope this video helped. Yeah, that's it. All right. All right, dude. Take care.